Let me ask you a question. If I told you there was a business where 93% of customers lose, the house makes guaranteed money no matter what, and people keep coming back convinced this time will be different, you would immediately assume I am talking about a casino, right? And honestly, that would be generous, because at least in a casino, the rules are honest. You already know the odds are bad. You know the house edge is baked in and no one pretends roulette is a career path, but the same cannot be said for what I am going to show you today. And that is because it is worse than a casino. But before I jump in, just a quick preface. I know this video is a little different from my usual ones. If you are new here, I usually make videos about market news, investing, and all the fun ways capitalism can quietly rearrange your future while you are microwaving leftovers. But what I am talking about today is so widely accepted, so normalized, and so clearly a scam that I could not make a video about it. So stick with me until the end, because once I lay this all out, I think you are going to feel the same mix of shock, anger, and disbelief that I feel. And if you like these styles of videos, let me know in the comments and I will make more, because the finance industry is full of scams. And the one we are talking about today is hiding in plain sight. I am talking about proprietary trading, or as it is more commonly marketed, prop trading. And before you start typing your comments, I am not talking about the glamorous Hollywood version of trading, where some hoodie-wearing savant turns 10K into $1 million, while drinking espresso and whispering alpha into a Bloomberg terminal, because that version of trading is 1 in a million. In this video, I am talking about the more common version, the retail-facing version, the one with challenges, profit targets, drawdown limits, and Discord servers full of people posting screenshots of green days right before they disappear forever. And if you think this is just some niche corner of finance, it is not, because prop trading has exploded in recent years. And videos like this are a key driver behind the industry's growth, because these videos sell a pipe dream on TikTok and have quietly turned prop trading into a 12 billion industry that has Gen Z and millennials hooked. But here's the part they do not put in the TikToks. Did you know only 7% of prop trading accounts manage to turn a profit? And of those 7% of traders that do manage to turn a profit, the average return is about 4%. Let that sink in, because let us say you beat the odds. You are disciplined, you are consistent, and you have an actual edge. You make it into the top few percent of traders who earn that 4% return. But then at that point, the question becomes, was it worth it? And the answer is overwhelmingly no. Because 4% does not just underperform the S&P 500, it underperforms gold, real estate, and even United States treasuries. Meaning, you can be a prop trader and stress so hard your hairline needs a trip to Turkey, pay mind-boggling fees, and spend years chasing profitability. Or you can do absolutely nothing, take nearly zero risk, get favorable tax treatment, and earn a comparable yield by just buying US treasuries. Because a 4% return is not just underperforming, that is essentially matching the risk-free benchmark. So if the odds are this bad, the returns are not impressive, and the alternatives are objectively better, why would anyone do this? And the answer is simple: social media. Because if you scroll through the finance side of TikTok for 5 minutes, you will see the same stories on repeat. A rented Lamborghini, a broccoli-haired teenager flaunting money, and a P&L screenshot with no context. They tell you anyone can be like them, that losses are just a part of the journey, and that failure only means you did not work hard enough. And the worst part about it all is the sales pitch is working, because what was a nearly non-existent industry 5 years ago has now entered the mainstream. So the million-dollar question is, who is actually winning from this? And spoiler, it is not the traders. It is the firms that provide the quote-unquote funding, because here is how the business model actually works. A trader pays an upfront non-refundable fee to attempt a trading challenge. In return, the trader receives what looks like a 50K or 100K trading account, but it is not real. It is a paper trading account on a simulated platform. Then the trader goes about trading. If the trader fails the challenge by hitting a drawdown limit, the firm just keeps the trader's original fee. The account is reset and both sides move on. If the trader succeeds, the firm may pay out a profit split where the trader receives a percentage of the simulated profits and the firm keeps the rest. But here's the crucial detail that never gets mentioned. These payouts do not come from the market profits. They come from the pool of fees collected from the other traders who failed. And this is where the entire thing clicks. The entire business model of these prop firms is built on one statistical concept: gambler's ruin. The fundamental idea behind Gambler's Ruin is that in any game of chance where the gambler has finite capital and a non-positive expected value, it is statistically certain that the gambler will eventually hit a string of bad luck and go bankrupt. And it is not because the gamblers are stupid or because they are reckless, but it is because you have a non-positive expected value and time is working against you. And I can break this down and show you in an even simpler example. Let us say you are playing roulette and you only bet black. There are 38 pockets on a roulette board and 18 are black. This means you have a little over a 47% chance to win given any spin. So, you play a few rounds and you get on a winning streak. But that is where the Gambler's Ruin concept starts to set in. Because every single spin of the roulette wheel has a negative expected value. And it does not matter how calm you stay. It does not matter how good you feel about your system. The math does not care, because a 47% win rate means you have a 53% chance to lose. And because of this, you will eventually hit a bad streak. And that is why the casinos do not need to cheat you. They just wait and let time do the work. Because the longer you play, the more certain your losses become. Not possible, not likely, inevitable. It becomes inevitable. You will lose. But before I keep going, let us talk about why we are even here in the first place, which is to find a way to live a life that feels soft and secure. We are all just looking for a bit of deetsy, a bit of that inner confidence that everything will be okay. It is about that feeling of waking up on a rainy Tuesday and knowing you do not have to rush. It is about the peace of mind that comes from knowing your future is built on solid ground, not on a house of cards. Now, let us get back to the idea of Gambler's Ruin and how it is used in the prop trading industry. Because when you apply the idea of Gambler's Ruin in an industry where you have a 93% chance to lose, the odds are never in your favor, and that is how these firms make money. That is the edge. They do not make money by finding the next generation of elite traders. They make money by waiting for you to fail, because Gambler's Ruin does not require stupidity or recklessness. It just requires time and repetition. And when you combine the math with things like strict drawdown limits, capped upside, and reset to zero failure conditions, the outcome is inevitable. From these firms' perspectives, it is just a volume business. They do not care who passes challenges or who trades on their platform. They just care about how many people try. Because if 300,000 traders attempt a challenge and on average 279,000 fail, the firm is okay with the ones that succeed and cost them money. In fact, they like it because the ones that succeed are the proof of life, the illusion of hope, because they use the winners as marketing so they can reach a scale to where the business model makes sense, and Gambler's Ruin can take over. And once you see it that way, everything clicks into place. Because prop trading is not a story about bad traders making mistakes. It is a story about a system that only works if most people lose. Because in prop trading, you are not the customer, you are the input, your attempts fund the system, your retries keep it alive, and your rare wins market it to the next wave of delusional traders. You see, real wealth is a slow dance, not a sprint through a minefield. It is like brewing a perfect cup of tea. You cannot rush the steeping process without making it bitter. Money should be our friend, the kind of friend who sits quietly on the porch with you, not the kind that keeps you up at night with a racing heart. We often think we need to do something radical to change our lives. We think we need to conquer the market or find the next big thing. But the truth is much gentler. True financial freedom usually comes from the boring stuff. It comes from saving a little bit every month and letting time do the heavy lifting. It comes from choosing a life that you actually enjoy living today, rather than sacrificing everything for a tomorrow that might never look like the Instagram ads. When we chase these prop trading dreams, we are actually trading our time, our energy, and our mental health for a very slim chance at a quick payout. And even if you win, what have you won? A life glued to a screen, watching every tick of a candle, feeling your stomach drop every time the price moves against you. That is not a life of freedom. That is a job with a very mean boss who can fire you at any second for having a bad day. I want more for you. I want you to have the kind of money that lets you breathe, the kind that lets you buy the expensive organic blueberries just because you feel like it, the kind that lets you say no to things that drain your soul. And that kind of money does not come from gambling against the house. It comes from understanding that the system is designed to take from the impatient and give to the patient. So if there is one thing you take away from this video, please stay as far away from this industry as you can, because these businesses sell a pipe dream and profit off your financial ruin. I want you to take a moment and think about what you actually want from your money. Is it the Lamborghini? Or is it the ability to take a nap on a Wednesday afternoon without feeling guilty? Is it the flashy watch? Or is it the knowledge that your family is taken care of no matter what happens in the world? When we clarify what we are actually after, the flashy traps lose their power. We stop looking for the shortcut and start enjoying the walk. And honestly, the walk is where all the good stuff happens. It is where you learn about yourself. It is where you build habits that actually stick. It is where you find out that you do not need as much as they told you needed to be happy. So let us lean into the slow path. Let us embrace the simple strategy of buying quality, holding long, and being incredibly patient. It is not as exciting to talk about at a party, but it is the only thing that actually works for most of us. And it is the only thing that lets you sleep like a baby at night. If you have heard any trading horror stories from friends, Reddit, or even personal experiences, please drop it in the comments. Because the more we can shine light on this predatory system, the more we can help individuals from blowing money they cannot afford to lose. We are in this together, and we are going to build a life that feels good from the inside out. Remember, sometimes the best trade you can make is not trading at all. It is choosing to invest in your own peace of mind. Instead, it is choosing to step away from the noise and listen to your own rhythm. A way to facilitate the life you want to live. Do not let it become the thing that ruins the life you already have. I am so glad you spent this time with me today. It really means a lot that we can sit here and talk about these things openly. Let us keep choosing the path of kindness toward ourselves and our wallets. There is so much more to life than the P&L. Go outside, take a deep breath, and remember that you are already enough. Your worth is not tied to your net worth, and it certainly is not tied to a prop trading account. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next one. Actually, just one more thought before I go. Think about the people who are selling these dreams. They are not trading for a living. They are selling courses, selling referrals, and selling the idea of wealth. If their trading systems were so good, they would not need your $99 challenge fee. It is the oldest trick in the book during the gold rush. The people who made the most money were the ones selling shovels. Today, the people making the money in prop trading are the ones selling the platform. Do not be the person buying the shovel for a gold mine that is already empty. Be the person who builds their own farm, plant by plant, day by day. It is slower, yes, but at least the harvest belongs to you. And there is nothing more satisfying than eating the fruit from a tree you planted yourself. Thank you for listening to my little rant. I just care about you and your future too much to stay quiet. Keep your head up and your heart soft. We are going to be just fine. Really, we are just keep breathing and keep moving forward at your own pace. The world wants you to rush, but you have all the time you need. That is the real secret to wealth, knowing you have enough time. Let us hold on to that. Let us protect our peace. It is the most valuable asset we have. More valuable than gold, more valuable than stocks, and definitely more valuable than a fake trading account. I am sending you so much love and good energy for your week. Stay safe out there, stay grounded. And most importantly, stay kind to that person in the mirror. They are doing their best, and their best is more than okay. See you soon. Really, truly, see you soon.